Good morning, happy Monday, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a full day of eating. I'm going to go through all of my meals. I'm also going to track my macros and calories just to break down every single meal that I eat today out of curiosity for me and you. When I build my meals, the main source on my plate is Duke. Duke is causing havoc, so I'm just gonna hold him. But I did get a puppy, and we named him Duke. He's a little Doberman, and he's only 6 weeks old, but he's crazy. Each of my meals, I always have a main source of protein, and then a bunch of vegetables because it adds volume, but also has good micronutrients. A starch, which I usually do oats or sweet potato, regular potato, rice, something like that. And then I always snack on fruit, just getting all of my micros in, and it keeps me full. And it's so important to have good sources of healthy fats too, especially at breakfast. I feel like it's really good to have fats just because it holds me over longer, so I'm not as hungry throughout the day. I find that having like good fat in the morning has really like benefited me, but I've actually changed up my meals just a tiny bit and adding more fat into my diet. I'm just experimenting to see if my body does better off of fats rather than more carbs. So I am gonna start tracking like each of my meals. Not that I care like the overall calories, but I like to portion out my meals first of all. Like when I'm measuring ground beef or egg whites or something, I'm always putting it on the scale because it's just easier to measure that way, and I'm horrible at like eyeballing those things. So I do measure out portions of protein and carb, and then I kind of let myself have unlimited vegetables just for volume because I do love to volume eat. I love to eat a lot of food for not that many calories. Yeah. So this morning, I usually make egg whites and oatmeal. It's the same thing every single day, but I actually did add one egg that I got from the farmer's market yesterday. I got a bunch of eggs and then 4 ounces of egg whites, spinach, onions, and then I always have my oatmeal with almond butter and chocolate chips. So I did a little bit less almond butter because I did add the egg for extra fat, so I'm just like balancing it out. But here's the macros for this meal. I'm about to go to the gym. Usually, I wouldn't say eat this much fat before a workout. Fats do slow down digestion, so that's the only reason why people say to stay away from fats pre-workout. Hey, you're fine. But I've been doing it for probably like 5 years, so my body I feel like is fucking used to it. So I'm gonna eat this and then go to the gym, and I don't do pre-workout, I don't do caffeine, my body just doesn't handle it. And when I come back, I'll have probably a snack and then lunch. Finished my breakfast and I'm gonna go head down to work out. I'll probably do like a 10-15 minute walk just to help with digestion before I start working out. I don't think I'm gonna do anything high intensity, so actually that doesn't really matter. I feel like I always eat on a full stomach. Like I always do breakfast and then I go down to work out. Some people can't do that, but I can. And I hate working out fasted, so that's not an option for me. Incorporating more fats into my diet though, I feel like helps me stay fuller for longer and doesn't make me have these crazy chocolate cravings at the middle or end of the day. I always do have chocolate in my oats every single morning, but sometimes I feel like I start craving sweet, sugary things later in the day, but having more fats I feel like is gonna satiate me more and not make me have these cravings. We'll see. I'm doing a little experiment on myself, but so far I feel like I feel better with more fats. You just need attention 24/7, don't you? The only thing that sucks right now is that he can't go outside because he's only 6 weeks old. I think he's 7 now. I think today he's 7 weeks old. He can't go outside until he has his 8-week-old shots, so he has to have 2 rounds of shots before he can even go outside, which he's definitely a young puppy. He's eating well, that's why the breeder like sold him early. I would be taking him outside and like going on walks in the morning and stuff if he could go outside, but he can't right now, which is kind of annoying because he's like cooped up inside, but that's what a puppy's gotta do. Soon, Duke. Why didn't you find your move or anything? You wanted me to pick your nose?
I ain't know what you're doing.
I I just got back from the gym. I hit like a full body workout. If y'all want to go check that out, it'll be posted on my Instagram.
Money you change. I got no money and stay the same. I'm trying to stay in my lane. Gotta maintain, can't go bad, bro. Gotta stand tall, won't be in no fold. Drop top Vic, trying to keep it in a row. Ain't signing no deal.
I'm actually really hungry right now. I'm just snacking on some strawberries as I make lunch. I'm gonna cook some chicken, sweet potato, and some vegetables. My goal is to drink at least 2 of these, which I think they're a liter, 1.18 liters. Yeah, so I'm trying to drink minimum 2 of these every single day. Water is so important. I want to get my hands on the element packets, the electrolyte packets to put in my drinks because I feel like I'm dehydrated. I feel like I don't get enough electrolytes in my diet. I do heavily salt my food because I always crave salt because I feel like I sweat so much. And I feel like I'm losing a lot of water when I go to the gym and work out. So salting my food a ton has been really beneficial and helpful. I remember a couple years ago, I never put salt on my food because I was like, salt is bad. Once I started putting salt on my food, I felt like instantly 5 times better just from adding more salt into my diet. I don't eat out that much. I don't eat processed food that much. So like I'm not getting that much sodium in my diet. So I have to add that to the foods that I'm cooking. Buying in bulk has saved me so much time and money, even like trips to the grocery store. I'm getting sick of going to the grocery store every 3 days, especially when I buy so much produce. It only lasts me like 3 days. These are the 2 seasonings that I always use. Y'all have seen me use these before. They're my go-to for chicken. Season well. I always try to have ingredients prepped. Like my chicken's ready now and I'll have it for a couple days. Then I have green beans that were steamed yesterday, as well as a bunch of sweet potatoes. This is how I'm gonna build my meal. I don't like to meal prep. I just like to ingredient prep because I like to build meals off of the things that I already have. And I don't like to have the same thing every fucking day because that's disgusting. I'm just gonna reheat my sweet potatoes and my green beans back in this pan that's already seasoned with the chicken that I just cooked, so this is gonna be really good. Dude, come here. Trying to film with a puppy is insanity. I'm just portioning out my sweet potatoes. I'm gonna have, I think 150, maybe 200 grams of sweet potatoes. Okay, 150 it is, and then my green beans. I don't really weigh out my vegetables. I'm just gonna have the rest that was in here. This is half of the package of green beans. The other half I ate yesterday. Who knows if I'll finish all of this, but I love me some veggies. I'm also gonna add some avocado to this meal. Like I said, I'm incorporating more healthy fats into my diet and into each of my meals. So I have some avocado that I will add to my bowl. I'll probably do like 50 grams of avocado. So good. This is gonna be so good. For sauces, I always do the G. Hughes sugar-free hickory flavored barbecue sauce or the Primal Kitchen unsweetened ketchup. Both are really good. I want to try to make my own ketchup, but I just literally bought this, so I'm going to finish this off and then I'm going to try to make my own ketchup. I saw Marcus Philly make his own, I think it was like fermented ketchup, and he like doused his meals in it, and I'm like, that's what I do with this ketchup, but I don't think I can actually do that. I feel like a homemade ketchup would just be better to douse your food in, especially because it's a little bit healthier. I'm gonna go with the G. Hughes today. Oh my god! You can't eat freaking cardboard, crazy! Okay, that was a little bit too much green beans, so you saw me take some off. This meal looks so good, and it's so simple. There's literally 4 ingredients: avocado, chicken, sweet potato, green bean, and then my sauce. Low calorie sauce. I know sauces, people can get caught up in dousing their meals in sauces that they don't know that they have a bunch of calories in them and a bunch of fat and a bunch of oil and like stuff that we don't want in our meals. So just be careful on sauces. If anything, make your own, but just opt for a better alternative to sauces. I know the sugar-free stuff isn't as natural and healthy as some other options, but this is like the only sugar-free thing that I'm having all day. So I think it's okay. I just like to limit the sugar-free stuff. I know it's probably not best for my gut, but having a little bit on my meal it's okay. The avocado on here is making this meal so good. I just finished my second meal. Here are the macros for this one, and I made a Ninja Creamy last night, and I kind of want to try and see if it worked out. I didn't even have almond milk last night, so I made it just with protein powder and water and a little bit of sugar-free Jell-O mix. So we're gonna see if it works, and that's what I'm gonna have for my little like sweet dessert. It's literally a protein shake, but it's chocolatey and it's fucking good. So we're gonna have that if it turns out, and then I need to do some computer work and client work and stuff. I opened up one-on-one coaching. If y'all want to work with me, I create custom meal plans, custom workout plans. If you don't really have any motivation to work out, if you don't have good discipline, if you don't know what to do in the gym, if you're interested in building muscle and building strength, there's a build program, but there's also a FitX and an athlete program that follows more functional style fitness and conditioning work. And with the nutrition, if you have a hard time sticking to a diet or counting macros or anything like that, I'm gonna teach you how to intuitively eat, give you good quality meals, fuel your body well so you can feel good, perform good, and look good. If any of that sounds interesting to you, there will be a link down below. I'm accepting a couple more serious clients, so if you're interested, you can apply down below, and the better you fill out the form, the higher chance of you being selected. And I'm super excited to work with y'all. I'm gonna be really excited if this turns out. Hopefully it does. Interesting. Okay, I blended this two times, then I did a respin, and it is so fluffy. This is the fluffiest I've ever seen this protein ice cream come out. Look at it, Mom. You see it?
Looks good.
Look at how fluffy it is. This looks so fire. Okay, this is the best one. This looks so good. I'll leave the macros on the screen, but it's literally a protein shake and it makes a pint of ice cream. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. We're feeling a little bit lazy. We're gonna make a super simple, easy meal that requires less than 5 minutes. As you can tell, I love convenience and quick cooking. Simplify your nutrition into 5 ingredients or less on your plate. It's so helpful to avoid unnecessary calories that you don't want in your food. Also, simple is key. Literally every lean person I know follows the rule of eating 5 ingredients or less on their plate, all of which are whole foods. We don't want to consume a bunch of foods that are made up of a laundry list of other foods. So just aim for as many whole foods as you can and simplify your nutrition. Watch out for the sauces. Make sure you're opting for good sauces that are lower in calorie and healthy. Also, season your food well. Game changer in eating healthy, because eating healthy can be bland if you don't cook it right, or you don't season it right, or you don't buy the good quality meats, because I don't want my chicken to taste like a fucking rubber ball. Same spot all day long. But this, I underestimated. This is actually really good. I love mustard. You do not have to put this much mustard on, but I love like the tanginess with tuna. It's so good. Ezekiel bread is my favorite, but I want to figure out how to make sourdough bread. I've got it before at the farmer's market and it's so good, but it's like a process to make it at home and I feel like it'd be fun to do, so I wanna try to do that. I just don't know how. Nothing a little Google search can't solve. But this is my last meal of the day. I did have a spoonful of almond butter with a bunch of chocolate chips on it. That was not recorded. I just wanted a little, it's my favorite combination. I feel like I always have a scoop of almond butter every single day with chocolate chips on it. It's a little daily thing I do, okay? I'm probably gonna have my hot chocolate tonight and then head to bed, but this is the last meal. All of these meals are super high protein, clean, whole foods, and just really yummy. When 8 o'clock hits, this little man literally goes so crazy and I can't do anything about it. I just gotta let him go. Oh my god. Okay, I gave him an ice cube to lick to keep him occupied for a second so I can fucking close out this video. Before I go, I just want to say that I am gonna start ordering from an online website. I just find that it's super convenient for groceries. One, because I go to the grocery store at least 2 times a week to get produce because I run through produce so much. I'm always eating fruits and vegetables and they don't last a full week usually, so it's really annoying having to go to the grocery store 2+ times a week. Yes, fucking first world problems, but let me tell you why it's a better idea, because it's actually saving the environment. I'm gonna start ordering from Imperfect Foods. If you guys have heard of it, it's a delivery food service that has mostly produce like fruits and vegetables, meats, and basically like everything. It's an online grocery store for the most part. It doesn't have everything, but it has a lot of things. And the reason why that I'm gonna start ordering from them, they take the foods from the grocery stores that would otherwise go to waste because they have imperfections cosmetically. They have a little dent in them, or they're misshaped, they're not the right size, they're too big, they're too small, or they literally just made too much of the produce or whatever. And so they send it to this company, and this company collects all the imperfect food, and you get to pick what food items you want, and then they'll deliver them to you to your door. It's a weekly thing that they do, but they give you a whole box of produce or meats, whatever else you put in there. I'm just gonna do produce, and then I'm gonna start ordering my meats in bulk. Saves me money, saves me time, saves the environment because of gas costs and just driving out and about. So I'm really just trying to focus on not being wasteful, buying in bulk, and picking really good quality foods, of course. The meat company that I'm gonna be ordering off of is called Force of Nature. You guys have probably heard of it before. I get so excited about food, so sorry if I am a little too excited about fucking getting ground beef delivered to my doorstep. They have ground beef, elk, venison, bison. I'm really interested in the ground bison, the ground beef, and the chicken breast that they offer. The ground beef and the ground bison and the other ground meats, they have a blend of, it's called Ancestral Blend, I'm pretty sure, and they include pieces of heart, liver, and something else, like a different organ, mixed into the ground meat already, so you don't have to have cooked liver on the stove, because that actually grosses me out. But I just see the value so much in having nose to tail nutrition rather than just having the muscle. I'm just trying to upgrade my health as much as I can, and I just am really interested and passionate about good quality food. So I'm just gonna try it out, and I'll let you guys know if I like it or not. We'll see if ground liver inside the bison is worth it. Kind of scares me just a tiny bit, but I know that there's huge nutritional value in that. I'm gonna close out this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you so much if you made it this far in this video. Let me know if you have any video ideas that you want to see from me in the future, but I definitely want to dive into the more educational videos. So if you have any questions about nutrition or fitness or anything of that nature, let me know. I could maybe make a YouTube video about it, but just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week.